Keep it going for Mr. Ben Lewis. So first I want to thank the Comedy Spot for having me out this evening here, and thank you guys for coming out this evening. Give yourselves a round of applause here. Times are tough right now. I mean, times are really tough. Gas is almost like $4 a gallon right now. Now, I'll tell you right now, I'm a nice person, but if one of y'all was to drop a $5 bill, I promise you, I'm not giving it back to you. You know why? Because that's a gallon and a half worth of gas right there. So I'm saying, I apologize, but you're not going to get that $5 back. And I mean, the economy's not really too bad for me. Gas isn't really that bad because, you know, let's face it, I have a car, I'm black, you know, so bad credit. I'm not going to be able to get any car here. As a matter of fact, the last time I did try to get a car, I went through the dealership, and, you know, the guy went and ran my credit check and he came back with a bus fare and some New Balances. And he was like, sir, we ran your credit and you have enough credit for 1 day's worth of full bus fare. And we're going to need a down payment for the New Balances. And I was like, well, what's the New Balances for? He's like, well, again, we ran your credit, and you only have enough credit for 1 day worth of bus fare, so we figure you're going to be walking a lot. We wanted you to be comfortable. So, anyways, though, I want to explain my shirt here. It says Smurf U on there, if anybody can see it. Now, my mom said that, she's like, baby, you can do the comedy, but just don't say the F word. And so I decided, okay, you know, conveniently a couple guys at work, we curse a lot, and someone said, you know what, we can replace the curse word with Smurf. So I replaced the F-bomb with Smurf, and it works conveniently, keeps my black ass employed, so I'm happy about that. But it's one of those things where, like, I curse, but I'm afraid of my mom. So I'm not going to curse in front of my mom. That's just all there is to it. Now, you know, I've had friends, I've had white friends that'd be like, come on, baby, you know, you can't curse. And I'd be like, no. As a matter of fact, sir, would you curse in front of your mom? See, exactly. You can ask any black man here this evening, or, okay, I'm in Scottsdale, so, you can go to Phoenix and ask any black man in the Phoenix area if they were cursing in front of their mom. And I'll tell you right now, they'd be like, Smurf you. See, Smurf you right there. Because black men are afraid of their mamas. That's just all there is to it. Let me give you a couple of safer things to do here, like playing in traffic. That's safer than cursing in front of a black mother. Playing hot potato with a live grenade. That's safer than cursing in front of a black mother. Or for black people, swimming. That's safer than cursing in front of a black mother. So it's just a dangerous thing. Now, I tell you, I tried once, and the key word here is tried. And I got to the point of, I said maybe half the word. My grandmother, she was joking around, and she said, damn. So I was like, oh, she said, duh. My mom looked at me like, nigga, are you crazy? And I looked back at my mom like, oh my God, I just peed a little bit. So that was the end of that experience. I was not going to have that happen anymore. Now, just going off the subject here, you ever have a gay moment? Now, I don't mean like I don't mean like a hey. I mean more like a, you know, that was the gayest shit I've ever just said in my entire life. Now, hear me out. So I was riding listening to my iPod, right? And hey, girl, that is the prettiest thing. I like that. That is sexy. That is awesome. So I have to give you one of those later on here. Now, as I was saying, excuse me here. So I was driving with my iPod, and I realized, oh my Lord, I know the entire song to this Kesha song that's on my iPod right now. So I immediately switched it over to Taylor Swift because, you know, I love Taylor Swift. I knew Justin Bieber was coming on next. Who doesn't love the Biebs, right? No homo there. Now, I do want to stop and explain no homo for the white folk in attendance here. If you'd like to grab out your Ebonics to English dictionaries. Wait, no, you don't have those? Okay, well, no homo is the man's way of saying that's cute without saying it like that's cute. So I could be like, yo, that shirt is awesome, no homo. And, you know, that's okay, because I said no homo at the end of it. Now, it's the truth. Now, there's times, though, when you say no homo, and it's just completely and utterly, it's still homo. No offense to anybody here who may be. Like, for instance, I had two friends that worked out, right? And they would, after they finished working out, they would send pictures of each other, of themselves flexing to each other. That's supposed to be motivation, and they put no homo underneath each picture. Now, I'm gonna tell you right now, if I get a picture like that, no, that's homo. Please do not send any picture of you flexing, because that's not cool. Now, I've been doing something different here lately. I get a little angry, you know, riding on the road or at the grocery store, so I've been doing something differently. And I thought to myself, WWWPD, or what would white people do? So I've been writing letters. Okay, so I recently purchased the shake weight, and I wrote a letter to them because I'm happy with the result, but not happy at the same time here. I have a letter. Hold on, let me go ahead and read this letter off to you real quick here. Dear Justin Bieber. Oh, wait, wrong. Sorry, I got the letter somewhere. All right. Dear Shake Weight, although I am excited with the results, my forearms look amazing, and I can make a martini and also make shakes without any problems now. I'm having a problem finishing way too fast when I'm playing rock, paper, scissors. What did you guys think I was talking about here in this situation? Oh, that's dirty. That is just dirty. But anyways here though, before I go for the evening, I just want to say one thing. I live in Chandler. I may be the only black person that lives in Chandler. So I was at Starbucks the other day, which my girlfriend sent me to because I think she thinks it's a game, because I don't know what the hell I'm saying. I don't speak Starbuckians. So when I go there, I have no idea what I'm saying nor what they're repeating back to me. They could say something completely different, and I just say, yes, that sounds about what I said earlier. But the most amazing thing happened. The doorbell rang, ding-ling-ling-ling. I heard someone say, hi, welcome to Starbucks. And there was another black man. I was so excited. So I did the only thing I could do. I walked up and hugged him. And as I got close and I hugged him, and his whiskers were tickling my face, I whispered in his ear, I'm so happy to see you. He pushed me back and looked at him and was like, no homo, no homo.